Hey everyone, this will probably be a slightly long video, but it's just an introduction to my cycle touring setup now. A lot of you that know me, you'll know I've a great love for the outdoors. I enjoy my hiking, camping, and I also enjoy cycling. So this is my attempt at combining the two, and I'm hoping to do a bit more cycle touring. So I thought, and I don't think I've perfected it yet, so this is a video about introducing you to my setup, and hopefully some of you that have got more experience than me will be able to give me some ideas on what to change. So let's start with the base bike. What I've started with my old Trek Alpha 200 aluminium series gravel bike. So you've got a lot more clearance on the forks and at the back there, so it does allow for a slightly wider tyre, and I'm running 35s on this one, 735s. Allows for a bit more comfort. You can run a lot less pressure. What we're doing on the front, we've got a 46-36, and then on the back I've got an 1130. I've just ordered an 1134. I'm hoping that rear mech is going to be able to deal with the extra 4 teeth. I'll let you know how that goes on. Other than that, it's aluminium frame, super light, super enjoyable to ride when you haven't got all of this stuff loaded on there. I mean, it almost compares to my super light road bike. There's pros and cons. Obviously that's super light, but it only runs up to about 25C tires and runs on a lot higher pressure, which makes it a very fast but uncomfortable ride. This, for longer rides, I prefer. You'll be able to see from the bars I've done some quite heavy customization. I've got 3 layers on there, makes it really comfortable. I've had this on there for a few years now. Works beautifully. So what I've done in terms of the camping setup, I've added one of these super light pannier things, so it doesn't actually go on the traditional way you'd fit a pannier. It clamps onto the seat post, clamps onto there. I put some old rubber tube under there to protect my frame. It's supposed to be rated up to 50 kg. I've got nowhere near 50 on there, but it's handled it really well. I've been commuting up and down and going on some uneven ground, and it's held up pretty well so far. But again, I'll let you know if that fails. I've got panniers either side, so the bags come with the rack, one either side. I've got this old Carrymore that I bought off a guy on Facebook. It's supposed to be a rucksack that sits on the back of your pannier, clamps on using the normal rucksack straps, and then if you want to take it off the bike, then you just unclip it, comes off the bike, and you can just attach it to your back and you're off. In terms of what's where, at the front I've also got this Carrymore bar bag, and it's one of these with the click fix systems where you just click that and it comes off. And there I've got my gloves, a buff, documents will probably travel with me in there. I've got my sunglasses, first aid kit, hand wash, perfume, deodorant, hand wipes, tissues, electrical goods. All of that will probably live in here, and then some bits of food as well. Going from front to back, and it's waterproof. It's got its own little waterproof cover just back there. You'll notice that I brought my bottles up to the front on these feed pouches. I've attached them to here, and the reason I've done that is because I'm going to need, they were attached there to your traditional places, you know, where your bottle cages go, but I've actually got on order, so at the moment I'm running that frame bag, but I've actually got a full-size frame bag on order, should arrive hopefully next week. And the thinking behind that is I've got 2 things on order. I've got fork bags either side. I think it's 5 litres this side, 5 litres that side, and I've got that on order. Once they arrive and they're fully waterproof, they're this kind of I don't know what you call that, waterproof, is it neoprene, whatever, material, and it's a stuff sack for here, stuff sack the other side, and then the full-size bag. Thinking being, at the moment, what I've noticed when I've been riding is it's very top heavy and very back heavy, so up front here I can just lift it up really easily. The back's really heavy, and I want to distribute some of that to give me more control when I'm riding. So I'm thinking, and I may be wrong, but anyway, this is why we're doing the video. I can iron out some of this stuff here by distributing some of the weight. Now in there at the moment lives all my mechanic stuff to repair, so spokes in there, spare tubes in there. My pump lives here, just strapped to the top tube there. Spares in there, everything that you'd need, so patch kits, what else have you got, zip ties, tape, tubes, What else have we got? Some spanner, multi-tool, some of these rubber bungee things to attach stuff on, bungee cords, rubber cords. And then what you might have noticed is where traditionally on them bolts where you'd fit your pannier to give me the capacity. So on there I've got a 750 bottle, that gives me 1.5 litres, and then I've attached the bottle cages that came from here to where you'd normally attach the pannier, and then if you notice I've just zip tied them at the bottom, and that will give me 500 and 500, another litre of water. Or I could, if water is easy to come by, then I could just use them as storage for food. So I could just empty out the bottles and put some food into some dry bags. This side pannier is my sleeping bag and my camp clothes. So in there I've got a down jacket, some down socks, down pants. That is a cosmetic bag. So this is what normally you take on holiday as to put your shampoo and all of that stuff. But it's waterproof. It's supposed to be good, rated for the shower, and it's this rubber neoprene type material. So, but I'm using it for food. So that'll be all my food in there. Here is my sleep mat. I've got to get smaller than that, but that's where it lives at the moment. Top bag. This is the one I'm trying to get rid of, so I'm hoping that once my frame bag arrives I can move all my clothes that are in there into here. And in terms of clothes, I'm used to camping, I'm used to hiking, so I know I need to go really light. So it's literally 2 pairs of socks, a couple of boxers, some swimming shorts, 1 t-shirt, 2 cycling jerseys. In here we've got, it says wash bag, but it's not actually a wash bag, so it's like a cape. Waterproof bag. On this side I've got another one of these, so that carry more bag, got another one of these wash bags, and that will have my stove and fuel. And then in this one, so clothes are in there at the moment, in there is my tent. So I'm actually carrying a 2-person tent. Now, a 1-person tent or the coffin type tent just would not have cut it for me, and there's certain things I can do without, certain things I just need, and I need a little bit of space. I need a good mat under me and a decent night's sleep. I don't mind compromising on other luxuries, but sleep. So that's my tent in there as well. So it's a 2-piece tent, so you've got your inner, your outer. Most places, if you think you're going to be dry, the inner should be more than enough. You don't need to get the outer out, but that will be the whole of the tent. Now I'm hoping once the fork bags arrive, I'll be able to get on one side at the bottom most of my clothes, and then just above there 1 section of the tent, and then on the other side again the rest of my clothes and the other section of the tent. So that'll look after the tent. So that left pannier will then be free for me to move some of the stuff from here into there, and then I won't need that. But there you go, quite a long video, I'm sorry, but that's the setup as it exists at the moment. I've still got lights to attach. Sorry, in the front here will be all my tech. So power bank, sorry, will live in there. Oh, I forgot that. So that's always, if you notice me cycling, I always have one of them. That usually has my inhaler, instant access stuff, first aid. The bigger first aid kit is actually in here. So the bigger patches and saline solution, all of that stuff's in there. And then the basic first aid, inhaler, odds and ends, carabiner will live in there. I've got my medication in there. Power bank will live in there. There's a nice space for my phone. Got Garmin mount on there for my Garmin, obviously, bell, and sunglasses, etc. back in here. So yeah, that's the setup at the moment. The lights, sorry, that's what I was getting to. The lights will also live in there, and I have got a decent light setup with extra power banks as well. So not running dynamo or anything like that. I don't think it justifies, just cost is justified for the amount that I'm going to be doing. So just the power bank, I'm sure will do it all. Rear light at the moment, good rear light just there, and I'm going to add some more to this down tube as well. Just well, you know what I mean, that just to make sure I'm plenty visible. So that's the setup. Really like your feedback. If anybody's done any kind of cycle touring, bike packing, etc. Let me know what you think, let me know of any suggestions. This is very much Mark II. I was going to just go without any sleep and cook kit. I was just going to go hostel type, so I've only got my clothes, etc., and I don't need to worry about accommodation. But I'm thinking, might as well kit it out for the whole hog. I mean, just go as if I'm going to be camping, and then if I end up staying in a hostel, fair enough. So the first version was hostels. Now this is version 2. Now, once the frame bag and the fork bags arrive, I'm hoping to lower the center of gravity of everything, get rid of that bag, get rid of all of this extra stuff, so that can be moved into here and on there, and then it'll mean that I've got a safer ride, more control. There you go. I told you it was going to be a long video.